So let's go deep. Let them know where you from. Let's give them a little childhood rundown.
Okay. Orangeburg, South Carolina. Born and raised. You know what I mean? I'm from apartments. You know what I mean? I'm from apartments. I ain't never lived in no house until now. You know what I mean? 28 years later, I'm in a house.
The evolution, baby.
So, you know, yeah, I'm from apartments, like I say, though.
So, you know, which apartment?
I'm from Orangeburg Manor Apartments, you know.
The Manor?
The Manor. Over there by Sunbeam Bakery, you know. 1120 Wolf Trail. Used to be 1200 Wolf Trail way back in the day, but 1120 for sure. So
how was it growing up in the Manor?
Yeah, Manor, childhood pretty good, you know.
The regular hood?
The regular hood. It wasn't too, you know, how can I say, ghetto. But we had a good childhood though. We stayed in all kind of stuff, you know. All neighbors and elders looked out for the youngins, you know. And I don't know, just a tight community in my era growing up, you know. So that would be the late 90s.
Okay.
The mid to late 90s, all the way up through the 2000s, you know.
Oh, to the 2000s. Okay, so you lived in the Manor. So did you live in the Manor your whole life? Or?
No, first, I got two older brothers. I'm the youngest of three. So, you know, my mom, they lived in Roosevelt Gardens. Okay. That's where they started.
Okay.
And I was
Shout
there.
out G4.
Oh yeah. Shout out G4. So I was there up until I think about 97.
Okay.
So I think 96, 97.
Okay.
I ain't too sure, but so I was like 3 or 4. And we moved to the Manor and we've been there. I've been there personally 23 years.
So you
in
you
apartments. 23 years, man.
In the apartment. So, but see, I got a cheat code because I know Dee. So, but even though you moved to the Manor, you still was in the gardens a lot.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because my grandma stayed in the gardens and still stay in the gardens. So we talking, I'm 28 now, so she been in the gardens 30 plus years. I'm talking about ain't going nowhere. She probably been to 3 different apartments, but the one she at now, I think she been there the longest. I know for sure she been there the longest. So, yeah.
Okay, so child growing up, so you having fun in the Manor. What kind of child? Because I know, shout out Damien, I know me and your older brother graduated together. So what kind of child is Darius? Like what kind of child? Well, you in the Manor, but what kind of child are you?
Younger days, I was real bashful and like shy. I was real shy. So I mean,
what you mean younger days? Give us like.
I'll say like 10 years old. From a toddler to 10 years old, I was real shy. I was a real shy kid. But if you knew me, you knew me. So I would open up if you knew me. If I'm around family and friends or people I consider family or whatever.
But, you come in and hit that like and share button.
Yep. So I mean, I was, like I said, I was real shy, but I was always a friendly guy. I got along with any and everybody, you know. And my brothers used to always tell me that my brother Keem specifically, like, man, you friends with too many people. And he used to always tell me that, but I couldn't help it. That's just the personality, you know. You are who you are. I am who I am. So, and that's, having 2 older brothers, that's what made all us different, but the same, because we all different and we all stand on who we are as a person. So, You got to do it. Okay, right. So you go from basketball there. Okay, he don't say much. So when does the transition come to when I call it when you go outside? Outside of just outside of being like I'm like middle school. So what is middle school there? Yeah, I say about middle school. I mean, I'm still shy to this day a little bit, but I'm way more open. But anyway, I'll say probably about I'll say 6th, 7th grade, probably middle school. Starting off middle school, I came up out of that though, Okay. And just a natural when it comes to sports. I ain't never been the best, but basketball was my thing. What's your thing? Me and all of my brothers, both of my brothers, we all can play basketball. Okay. Pretty good. So I started in elementary playing basketball. So did you play basketball in middle school? I did. I played basketball all through middle school. 6th through 8th? 6th through 8th. Okay. 6th grade, I was second string point guard. 7th and 8th, I was starting point guard. B team, Coach Simpson. If you from Howard Middle School, you know what I'm talking about. So, you know, but yeah.
So what happened? What happened to? So not you know I'm a sports guy. Mm-hmm. So what happened when you got to high school? Why didn't you pursue not a basketball career, but why didn't you keep playing sports in high school?
Well, I want to say about 8th grade. I don't know. I stopped. To be real, the support, like my brothers would come, but I can't say my mama was always coming. You see what I'm saying? So if she ain't in the stands, I ain't feel like I was impressing nobody. You see what I'm saying? Cause that's the only person I was trying to impress as far as playing sports. But if the support wasn't there, if I ain't have family members, but at that time she didn't have a car either, she couldn't move how she wanted to. So, but at the same, but that's what that played a major part in it. But then again, I was like, you know, having that mindset of being stuck, like, nobody from Orangeburg ain't making it. Well, so what if I go to, I go to OW and play basketball and go to college? Ain't nobody making it to the pros, you know what I mean? But hey, I should have, I shouldn't even thought like that. I should have just been my best and kept on going no matter what. But at the same time,
to even be fair to you, even you having the mindset at the time, how can you think different if nobody else to put the different thinking in you?
And that was the thing. You see what I'm saying? So I'm looking at reality. Reality hit me 8th grade. I'm like,
that's early.
I'm like, look, I already see what life is about. I didn't really get in too much trouble. Like I ain't never got expelled, but I used to get suspended just for a little minor stuff because I was class clown sometimes, you know what I mean? But not all the time, but most time like a class clown, just saying little stuff or,
having a little fun.
I ain't never tried to fit in. I'm gonna tell you that. I ain't never tried to fit in. I was always me. People gravitate towards me, but I ain't never tried to fit in.
Somebody said right there, Christopher Styles said, Lott was hell in high school, but cool dude.
Now high school different. We talking about middle school right now. I was cool, but high school, man, it took on.
High school. Okay, so middle school. So you get through that, but to get back on that, that's why I tell parents. It's so important to, even if the kids didn't want to play, it's so, you never know what. Now, I got a question. Do you ever tell your mama that?
I never told my mama that, and I should have. But just you bringing it up now, I'm just keeping it real of how I feel. You know what I mean? So, and even going back to elementary, I was a straight A student in elementary. You see what I'm saying? A straight A all through elementary. I'm talking about principal's list all through elementary. Middle school, kind of start smelling myself, so I was like A, B, C. You see what I'm saying? Got to 8th grade, probably made my first D in probably 8th grade. You know what I mean? So,
I've been through that too.
You know,
but sometimes even because when you're that young, we don't care what we say. We scared our parents. Sometimes we be like, especially growing up. Well, I didn't grow up in the hood, but especially grew up in. But I didn't grow up in the hood. But we was. I told somebody today, you don't realize how poor you is until you ain't poor no more.
Until you ain't poor, you right.
I thought we was eating oodles and noodles because my mama liked cooking oodles and noodles.
But you know what? I knew how we was living in the moment. I never thought we was not rich. I never thought we had more than other people. I just, in the moment, however we was living, I understood it, but I didn't accept it. I couldn't accept it because I saw what it was that made us live how we was living. You see what I'm saying? And that's what made me keep a different mindset of wanting to, having to want more. I gotta want more because if you got kids, and if your kids don't see you wanting more, or if they don't feel like you want more, then that can alter their mindset. So me, I always wanted more. I ain't never begged my mom for nothing that I know she couldn't get, or my grandma,
you were
my
growing
aunt.
up to know, like, you know what, mom ain't got it. We know she ain't got it. We ain't about to play
We ain't playing that.
We ain't playing the game.
Cause to be real, like my mom was single parent. You see what I'm saying? And my mom was like 5 foot, but we thought she was
6'9".
6'9". You see what I'm saying? When we was younger, and I saw what my brothers went through, so I ain't get as much discipline as they got, of course, cause I was the youngest. But I already saw what they went through, so I knew what not to do or how to do it, so I wouldn't get in trouble.
I ain't gonna put mama through that.
I ain't gonna put her through that because it's been instances where, I'm looking at my mom like, dang, I know she tired of. I can tell she tired of going through it.
I'm tired of hearing about it.
Man, you know, I'm her counselor. We counsel each other. You know what I mean? Just talk about stuff.
So,
yeah.
So I got a question. So this going on. Do you so where I'm just calling him D Senior at?
I never had a relationship with my father.
Okay.
For whatever reason, he was never from here. He is originally from Florida.
Okay.
You know, he came through Orangeburg and he dropped a couple kids off. Shout out to my sister Shaniqua Williams. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna be real. He dropped it, and you, if you see me and you see her, you know he dropped us off. So you see what I'm saying? But anyway, I look more like my mom. Than him, but I got his complexion, I got his damn hairline, his forehead, his nose. I'm him.
And your sister, same thing.
Same thing. And we do have an older brother, which is our father's junior.
Okay.
But I lost connection with him about 5 years ago. Yeah. I think about 6 years ago. Because my brother, my dad's brother actually introduced us one day. And I had no idea I even had an older brother. This guy like probably I'm 5'10". This guy probably like 6'2". But he looked exactly like our dad. Like, he is the junior and he looks exactly like him. So for sure, I know he has 3 kids. Me, Ronald Jr., which is my dad's son, my brother, and Shaniqua Williams.
You know what I like just now? When you talked about him just now, he did it, whatever he was, what he was.
Yeah.
I don't hear no resentment in your voice.
I can't resent it, and I can't talk bad about somebody I don't know. You see what I'm saying? I don't know him, so how am I talk bad about? That's me. I can't talk bad about somebody. He wasn't there or whatever. It wasn't my fault, so I don't got to deal with it. I in certain ways I can deal with it, but I don't. You know. Of course, my life could have been different, but I like how it turned out with him not being there. You see what I'm saying? I feel like my mama did a damn good job. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, she did good. She raising 3 boys, and guess what? I tell some people, if people go through stuff, I'm like, bro, sometimes you ain't got time to cry.
No.
Like what a woman do? Why I ain't got time to cry?
But like that goes back to what I was saying. I recognize what it was when we was younger. I always observed. That's one thing about me. People used to say he quiet, he the quiet one, but I was always observant. So I saw what was going on. So there wasn't no need to, pout about it. I couldn't. It was no need for me to act out in a certain way because of whatever. You know what I mean? Like. No, like my mama, my best friend. So, and she gonna keep it real. She gonna keep, if y'all know Free to Lie, she gonna